Hello, people. Today I have with us the Kotobukiya Hexa Gears Voltrex, and that's it. I have the Voltrex. It did not come with my governor that would normally come with it, and the reason is I got this from a friend of mine who just wanted to get rid of the model kit and not the governor. The governors are highly desirable. I really enjoy building them, so I can totally see buying this kit just for a governor. But do still kind of want him now, so I might get another one of these if I can. That said, I'm going to go ahead and try to do an articulation, like show off the articulation on this thing. It is notoriously finicky to stand on those feet. The reason is they're just too small and too far back for that center of gravity. You can tell when you move it over to the side, you see it almost fell over right already. Just the way the balance is, like look at how far back the feet are. You can move them forward, but then it doesn't look right. It's one of those things. In any case, I will try to show you what this thing can do, and we'll see that together. All right, and the simplest way I could think of to do it is to start at the head. So as you can see here, there is a ball joint in the head, and that is bound by the hexagon system on the Hexa Gears. There are articulated wheels here, so you can move those as well. There is a point of articulation here in the abdomen section, so you can move that whole section as well to get a nice turn pose. See, like I said, he's gonna fall over a lot, but you can see this is him head on, and he can turn quite a bit. All right, continuing from there, you have the arms. The arm here has a ball joint, so you get a 360-degree rotation on that one, so long as you don't pull it off like I did. There is a bend here at the elbow, nice and simple, so you get more than 180 degrees flat, and quite a bit more than 90 degrees here. There are these fang clawed, really cool parts here to look like his hand, and they are just simply articulated in and out. So on a peg here, so they can rotate. On the other side, oh man, part's falling off. I don't know where it went. So on the other side, you get that same elbow, more than 180, and then more than 90 here. But this one is not articulated, it is just a heavy cannon. You can swap those out if you wanted to change sides, or if you had two, you could put two cannon instead of one of the claws. So that would definitely be pretty cool. So you get this little quad type structure here. You can actually rotate this just a bit. So if you wanted a little bit more articulation, you could do that too. I never really did that, I don't think. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the legs here. And to do that, I will start in... There goes one of his arms. So in here, this section actually moves up and down just a hair. But I'm going to leave that be because I don't want to lose any parts. This section here can rotate, so you can move. Okay, see, that's the section I was talking about, not this. So this can move up and down. This one can move up and down, so you get that part moving. And then this part can rotate. There you go. So that's in here. That's the rotation. These wheels can move. Actually, I think it's just the inner one, but this one is blocked off. Further on, you have this little gun. This gun can... I wanted to say there was an articulation point here, but I don't think there is. This gun has two small pegs here that are bound together. So you can get that thing to move like this, and then you can rotate this one on top of it. All right, and from there, The tail system is very odd and very unusual. Let me see about pulling these legs off real quick so you can see. So the tail actually mounts all the way up here, and it kind of folds out like this. The reason is that armor part can guard the leg joints. And losing parts again. All right, so as you see, it's just pegged in there. You can articulate that quite a bit. Move that up quite a bit. These guys all fold all in their unusual way, but mostly you're wanting to keep that armor plate up in front of here to shield those leg joints. And then this comes up here, and you've got the tail. The very end part is articulated as well, and the part that I knocked off here is not articulated. It just sits on top with a friction fit. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and put him back together and show you what all happened here. So I took that part off of the other side, and I'm going to slide that back on in here by that tail section. We got to get his leg back on here. There you go, no problem. I took I knocked his mouth guard off. That is up here by the wheel. And this one snaps on right here. If I recall correctly, it should just slide in place. Yeah, just like that. And then last but not least, his arm. Where did his arm go? Down here. And that's his arm back. So he is a really cool ride. I would love to ride something like that. I mean, I love mechas, so it's definitely a cool one. I'm going to put one of the governors on here. I had these out from last time. So let's see what that takes. So obviously I didn't use the open hands on this one, but we're going to let him ride. Alright, buddy, hang on. You got the coolest ride in the block. Alright, with the weapon holding hand, it would probably look a little bit better. But we're going to go ahead and call that one sorted. Look at that. That's really cool ride. Then you get these auto guns right next to you. And the big cannon, the big claw. I think, let's get him up here. Okay, not so good at this. Hang on, buddy. Alright, so there's my guy on top of the massive mecha. So now I'm going to do a size comparison. This is standing upright, nice and tall. You know, I got him posed upwards. So he's obviously going to be a little bit taller than normal. But bear with me and I'll get you some Gundam kits and some other stuff to review for size. Alright, so here he is from the side, riding on that thing. I'm going to go ahead and move him so that he's facing forward. And I'll do the size comparison between a few of my models. So let's go ahead and get that. It's definitely one of the more finicky model kits I have. Alright, we have him head on here. Let's go ahead and get the GBN frame, the GBN Guard Gundam. And that's him right there. Definitely bigger in scale of, or in terms of how large the kit is, but just about the same height. You got him falling over. Oh well, leave him like that. Here it is compared to the Alto, which is another 144 scale kit, just like the high grade Gundam. With the highly compatible frame arms kit, 1/100 scale. Still a lot bigger than him in terms of what you get in the box. With a frame arms girl. She could probably ride that just fine. In fact, I might do that. Now, I dropped her and broke her horn off, but not too bad in terms of sizing. I think she could use that as a mount, no problem. And here is the Night type, who would normally, I think, be riding one of these things. The Ignite is usually who rides it. But very cool in terms of size. For if that's an average human, maybe a bit above average, you can see that guy is quite huge. I realize that foot is not right, but he's standing up, so I'm going to leave it. I've got the number 57 armored core on there. The armored puppet core body on there. And down below, one of the alternative track downs. So yeah, he's a big guy. So that is it for now for my review on the Voltrex. Oh my goodness. That'll do it for now. I lost his mouth guards here. There it is. But yeah, I'm thrilled to have built it. Honestly, I wanted to build a... I feel like I'm missing something on this guy. I've been wanting to build one of these Hexa Gear kits for a while. It's definitely worth the build. I think there were a lot of things that could have been done better, but this one is a really cool one. There is a transformation on this thing. They haven't done it yet, but I definitely will get to it and review that one next. Or not next, but soon. So just stay tuned for that one, and you'll see what this guy looks like in his vehicle mode. There's a reason why it has all those tires. But it does seem to like to rain parts off. But it's nothing that can't be fixed without a little bit of help with some cement or glue. It does have a really nice color separation. There's a really cool three-tone color scheme with the gunmetal, the green, and the red. So you get a lot out of that one just straight out of the box, which is this one. This one's just a straight out of box build. I wish it would stop falling over, and even trying to plot the legs in such a way that it would not do that, it just doesn't want to cooperate. Maybe I can lean it forward like that, and that would be better. But in any case, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain too much about it. It was, I think, an earlier of the models from this line, and I think that it shows. But it's definitely a cool one, and I'm looking forward to build more of the vehicles. I do have the Hide Storm, I think it's called, as well as a whole bunch more governors to build. And I have the Voltrex Wrath to build next in this line. And I would definitely like to get something like the Weird Tales, some of the other cool kits that they came out with for Hexa Gears. But that's all I'm going to go ahead and say about this one for now. Pick it up because it is really cool. But just be aware that it does have some issues with falling apart and staying up on its feet. So, with that said, I'll go ahead and say I'll see you guys next time. Or you'll see me. More than likely, you'll see my stuff. Have a good day. Bye.